Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You are watching South Asia Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 19th of July. India foils infiltration bid in J&K, third counter-terrorism operation this week. Pakistan government to retire early to move elections ahead, reports suggest. And Sri Lanka's Tamil lawmakers urge PM Modi to pressurize Wickremesinghe on power sharing. And now for all the details. In a joint operation by security forces, 2 terrorists were eliminated near the LOC in Kupwara district of India's Jammu and Kashmir territory. According to a statement by the army, the 2 Pakistan-based terrorists were trying to infiltrate an Indian territory in wee hours of Wednesday before they were eliminated by the troops at the LOC. Security officials in last 3 days have neutralized at least 8 terrorists in different counter-terror operations in the region. Meanwhile, in a separate incident, 2 migrant workers were attacked by terrorists in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. The condition of the victims was said to be stable and a search operation had been launched till the last reports came in. The World Bank's president Ajay Banga on Wednesday said that he is now more optimistic about India economically than he has been previously. Speaking to reporters in New Delhi, Banga said that India's growth has been cushioned by domestic consumption in the face of a global slowdown. He also emphasized India has an opportunity to cash in on global companies' efforts to build factories outside China as firms seek to diversify their supply chains. His comments follow recent investment announcements by American firms in India during PM Modi's state visit. The US is looking for a strong counterweight to China in Asia amid growing tensions in ties.
India's opportunity currently is to cash in on the China plus one opportunity. This opportunity won't stay open for 10 years. India is doing a lot of things which has allowed it to stay ahead. You've just had a great growth year. And you know, most countries would be very happy with the 7% growth rate in this environment. So I'm a little more optimistic about where this could go.
At least 2 people were killed and 7 others were reportedly injured after a suicide bombing took place near a truck of paramilitary forces in Pakistan's Peshawar city. A newly founded jihadist group, Tehreek-e-Jihad Pakistan, has claimed responsibility for the blast. The outfit earlier last week had also conducted a similar attack on a military base in Balochistan, killing at least 4 soldiers. Jihadist groups including the TTP in recent days have stepped up attacks after a revoking ceasefire agreement with the Pakistan government. Pakistan Army has claimed terror and jihadist outfits had found safe havens in neighboring Afghanistan under the Taliban regime. However, the de facto Afghan authorities have denied the acquisition and said they will take action only if Pakistan shares any evidence.
में फ्रंटियर कोर की गाड़ी को निशाना बनाया गया है। अपेरेंटली अभी तक जितना हमने असेस किया है ये एक वीबीआईडी भी हो सकता है। बाकी जावियों के ऊपर भी इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है। इसमें हमारे पास काउंटर टेररिज्म डिपार्टमेंट, हमारी जो यहाँ पे इलाके की पुलिस है और बाकी तमाम एजेंसीज जो हैं उनकी सपोर्ट भी है और हम इसको डिफरेंट एंगल से अभी इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं।
In a major turn of events, Pakistan's ruling coalition PDM has decided to dissolve the parliament on August 8, 4 days ahead before it is constitutionally required to do so, Reuters has reported, quoting local media. Information Minister Maryam Aurangzeb, however, said dissolution date will only be announced after consultation is held with all coalition partners. As per Pakistan's constitution, a caretaker government following early dissolution of parliament will have 90 days to hold a general election, but it would have 60 days if the government hands over power at the designated time. PM Sharif had taken the reins of power after his predecessor Imran Khan was ousted in a vote of confidence last year. Ever since then, Khan has been campaigning for an early election in the country, urging the federal government as well the powerful military. UNEMA, the UN assistance mission in Afghanistan, has said that the de facto authorities continue to restrict the rights of women and girls as it highlighted the human rights situation under Taliban in a report this week. The UNEMA has recorded instances of further limitations on women's freedom of movement and participation in employment. The report also includes that arbitrary arrests and detentions of former government and military personnel, often accused of affiliation with the National Resistance Front, are also ongoing, particularly in Kabul and Panjshir provinces. After the Taliban seized power in 2021, members of security forces of the former Afghan government fled to Panjshir with equipment and arms and joined the NRF. In response, the Taliban has retaliated against captured fighters and targeted the civilian population in Panjshir to force compliance and submission. A group of Sri Lankan lawmakers of the Tamil National Alliance has urged Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to prevail upon their President Ranil Wickremesinghe to fulfill the commitments made to India with regard to sharing powers of governance. This comes as Wickremesinghe is scheduled to visit India on Friday for his first foreign trip after taking over as president. In the letter, the TNA leader said the twin purposes of the India-Lanka Accord, safety and security of the Tamil people and the security of India, were still unattainable even after 36 years of it being signed. Since December last year, Wickremesinghe had opened dialogue with the TNA in a bid to settle the long-standing Tamil minority demand for political autonomy. Sri Lanka has had a long history of failed negotiations with the Tamils. The overflowing Yamuna River, which has touched the outer walls of India's iconic Taj Mahal, has raised worries of local residents. A period of heavy rainfall has caused the river to burst its bank in many parts of northern India.
India's Yamuna River, that runs through the northern state of Uttar Pradesh, has risen up to the outer walls of the iconic Taj Mahal monument in Agra city after a period of heavy rain caused it to burst its banks. Locals said they were afraid that the rising water levels could damage their houses and belongings. According to India's Central Water Commission, the portion of the river flowing alongside the Taj Mahal had risen to 152 meters by Tuesday, well above the warning level of 151.4 meters that signifies potential danger.
और अब हमने अपनी लाइफ में पानी देखा है इतना, हमारे बच्चों ने भी नहीं देखा होगा, अब देख रहे हैं बच्चे, मगर हमने जो देखा है पहला पानी देख रहे हैं, इतना ज़्यादा पानी, और इससे हमें को दहशत लग रही है कहीं रात के अंदर समय पे और पानी ना बढ़ जाए, हमारे बर्तन को घर मकान बह जाए नहीं, इस वजह से हम डरते सोते हैं.
Meanwhile, the situation in capital New Delhi seemed to have improved, where the overflowing Yamuna River had created a chaos last week, forcing authorities to move people who live in huts on its banks to makeshift roadside camps. The Yamuna River reportedly rose to its highest in 45 years in the city last week after heavy rainfall, with runoff from hill states to the north also causing its waters to swell.
बाथरूम की सबसे ज़्यादा दिक्कत आई, बहुत दूर दूर तक जाने पड़ते बाथरूम के लिए, और न टेंट आएगा, सब सारा सामान भीग जाते हैं, यहाँ पे बारिश होती है तब, और बस इतनी तक. और खेती करते थे, खेती सब मारी गई, बहुत सारी जमीन 4-5 बीघा खेती करते थे, सब मारी गई फसल हमारी.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.